Hello everyone, it's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast. This is a show that offers cutting-edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsamberne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. Justine, you're the last one. So tell me a little bit about your vision and how, you became nearsighted, and what's your history?
Yeah, so I started wearing glasses when I was in 5th grade.
Okay.
And my optometrist prescribed me very strong minus lenses and didn't tell me anything about visual habits. So I used to color and write really close to the page.
Okay.
And I used to watch TV, from the distance of this computer screen. And so my prescription just continued to climb and climb and climb throughout school. And it wasn't until optometry school that I learned about good visual habits, about, relaxing your vision, going outside, not being so glued to the screens, but, with COVID and technology nowadays, we're always on our screens. And so I do vision therapy with patients. And so I'm actively doing the exercises with them, especially the diverging activities. And what I'm finding is I'm approaching 36 now, and I'm feeling like I'm getting early presbyopic kind of symptoms where long-term near work, it's starting to give me strain and headaches. And I even put a little bit of basin prism in my glasses just to help with that. But I'm still finding that my eyes get really tired by the end of the day.
Okay. Okay, well, one thing I can say right off the bat that could really help you is, have you ever thought about wearing a reduced prescription?
Yes, and that is what I would love to strive to do that.
Okay, so the way we should do this is, if you've got some flippers and you can get them, then what will happen is I'm going to have you wear them over this, and I'm going to kind of interview you.
Okay, I've got it.
So this is a plus 50, and I just want you to wear it over. Are you -6 like OU, or are you?
So I'm not -6. So this one here, -375, -175 SIL.
Okay.
So spherical equivalent is about a 5-ish.
Okay.
And then left eye is a -5. So a lot of SIL here, 0 SIL here.
Okay. So, all right, we're going to try a couple things. So put the plus 50s over the glasses. Okay, so what do you feel?
Comfortable.
Comfortable. What's the difference when you with and without?
So definitely more clarity.
Okay.
But I also feel more center, not as peripheral.
All right.
And then when I put these on, blurrier, but I feel more open and peripheral. Things are a little bit bigger too.
All right, now with your right hand, try that one. I think the plus is at the bottom.
Okay, over or?
No.
This might be minus.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
do this. Blurrier.
Okay, and how does it feel mentally, emotionally?
I feel almost like a tingling right here, in my nose bridge.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of nausea.
Okay. So the nausea is now we're activating much more peripheral, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
So now compare the right with the left hand. Just see how that goes. And also you can look at your prints through.
The plus 50 is a lot easier to adjust to.
Okay. Do you think you could work in this?
I think so.
And what about the print? Is it compared
Crispy clear.
Without? Yeah, with and without.
Much more relaxing and bigger with this on.
So I think number one, I would cut that by half in each eye.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much.
Okay.
So I would have a prescription made up and just reduce it a half in each eye and use it indoors.
Okay.
Definitely use it for work, use it for reading, use it for your computer. The only time you need those would be for long distance, like driving or something like that. And I think that could be a game changer.
Okay.
And that will definitely move you out of this unnecessary, I'm using that word, unnecessary presbyopia. Like as a myope, I don't think you should be in any kind of presbyopia.
Okay.
I think you can always undercorrect yourself, and you can always have a second prescription if you need freeway driving and like that. But I think you're over -2 in some ways. And so that would be the number one thing I would now. So that's first. All right. So now this makes it at the bottom makes it a -350, just for the hell of it. Take the glasses off. And so now we're balancing you with no cylinder on the right. What do you feel? How's this? And that's going to be blurry on the right, and it's going to be blurry on the left for a different reason. But what's it like to have symmetrical lenses with no cylinder in the right?
It almost feels like, when you go to a fair and you go to that room where all the mirrors are, and, it distorts the way that your body looks. It looks distorted.
I want you to carefully get up, and I want you to just walk in space with it. But be careful. Okay. I walk in space with it. And so how is this for you to?
It feels shaky almost, like my ground is shaking.
You don't have glasses. And so shaky, say more about it.
I also feel a little bit, hesitant and insecure with my vision.
Okay, no problem.
Makes me
so how can you bring more proprioception into it and that bring you more?
Maybe feel more grounded and
vestibular proprioceptively. Can that help you, or is it just like no?
It helps breathing and paying more attention to my feet on the ground.
All right, now just stand there and take those away and put your glasses on and tell me who you become. So get a read of it. Who do you become? Who do you become? Identify with what part of yourself when you put those on.
I feel like I identify more with my type A side.
Exactly.
Definitely detail and control.
So just think about the love in your life, your relationship, relating to that person through that lens, and then taking it off and putting on the -350s in. So who are you here? What's your identity?
Softer.
Softer. You think you're more receptive?
Definitely more understanding.
So maybe empathic or compassionate. Anything else? Who you are?
This is more of my relaxed side of me.
Yeah, not the type A. So how would it serve you to be more like this?
I would definitely feel less anxious and get in less arguments with my husband.
And then put on the glasses again. So now you're right. You're right. There's no arguing with you. You have the right answer.
This is a very cool exercise.
I rest my case.
Yes.
Okay. It would be really interesting for you to get a pair of minus 350s
Okay.
with no cylinder and start wearing it.
Okay. How often?
I would wear it maybe just at home when you want to chill out, like, and relate to your husband through it. And because what's going to happen is your energy is very different in those minus 350s. His energy is going to change. And you guys are going to have a much more loving connection.
This is great.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, this prescription it really puts you into a space of, okay, I'm going to get things done. Like you say, type A. And so if you go plus 50 on these and then the minus 350s, I don't care if it's distorting or what it's doing is it's showing you what the world is like without the warp. And the warp is just in your right side, that astigmatism. So it's going to move you in a direction of more integration. It doesn't matter that you don't see things as clear. That's irrelevant because you're going to use them in spaces where you don't need that requirement. And I don't want, if you start feeling nervous or frustrated, I can't see, then just put on your other glasses. That's going to be your signal. But who knows, like in 6 months, you could be in like a minus 350 in each eye. I mean, it could be. But just look at how different you are energetically and relationally when you don't have these on.
Very good.
It could change how you relate to patients. You might get more intuitive insights because it's hard to get the intuitive insights through those. I'm not saying you can't, but I know I was in that world. You're very structured and organized. And that's optometry. I mean, you know, that education, it's very detailed, you know, we've gone through it. But I think in vision therapy, there's an intuitive side to things, right? That you kind of feel, okay, this is what this person, especially since you guys are doing the therapy. I love that. I mean, that's the way I was trained too. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.